Hey guys, welcome to this video. My name is Nick. If you're familiar with my channel and sort of what I do here, I make videos, or I have made videos in the past about doing things online, selling online, making review videos online in order to make an income. It's what I do. Several years back in like 2018, I started by doing Amazon FBA, selling used books on Amazon, and that was it was a good thing. Made money on it, made a very good living from it for a few years until I ran into some complications with Amazon, got my account shut down. Moved on, sold on eBay. A lot of the content here on my channel is about that. Pivoted from that because I really got tired of just like having to constantly scrounge around thrift stores to find like used stuff, oftentimes junk to like sell on the internet. I felt like I was just selling trash on the internet for the most part. It was really hard for me to find really high ticket items. And so I got tired of selling trash is basically what I would say. So then I pivoted over to doing Amazon influencer. So I had built a following. I had built this YouTube channel and a couple other YouTube channels, Instagram accounts and things like that. That's just sort of organically grew to a point where I was able to join the Amazon influencer program as an affiliate. And from that, I was able to get free products from brands using creator connections in order to review them and then post those reviews on Amazon, on YouTube, which you've probably seen on this channel. And then from that, anytime someone clicks through and buys the product, I get a cut. It's pretty cool. The pinch point that I've run into with this, two things that have really frustrated me with this, and I've made videos about this kind of stuff. Number one, it's gotten to the point where I have so much inventory, that's what I call it, inventory, things that have gotten reviewed or still need reviews, that I don't have space for it. So I have a 12 by 24 storage shed, insulated, and that's where my office was, and I had shelves and everything. I still have it. And it's literally so full of stuff. It's like borderline hoarder situation. I'm trying to sell the stuff on eBay, trying to give it away as gifts to friends. There's just so much. At times I'm getting like 8 to 12 packages per day from Amazon, from USPS, from UPS, of brands that want work done. So that's the first pinch point, is that there's so much stuff. And literally sitting right next to me, this remote control car goes for like 80 bucks. Got that. These electronic shooting earbuds for like hunting and shooting. Those are like 150 bucks. You got this $100 I'm sorry, $75 trail cam for hunting. That's literally just 3 things within arm's reach. And so I have a 12 by 24 storage shed that has like literally floor to ceiling packed out with stuff. It's been sort of a headache. So the pinch point number one, too much inventory. Pinch point number two is that I'm really beholden to the brands whenever I make this agreement to work with them. And that's the agreement, right? I say, hey, send me the thing and I will do the videos and I'll make them for you and I'll drive sales. And we've done that. We've driven tons of sales. On average, it's like 130,000 to 150,000 in top line revenue for the brand on Amazon. So we're running, 130K to 150K, and it's a 12% conversion. So the fact is, like, if that 130,000, 140,000 is only 12%, there's literally like the clicks that we're driving is upwards of like $1 million. Like that's how many so many clicks are coming through for a product that if everything sold at 100% conversion, it would be over $1 million in top line revenue. I wish it did that. It doesn't. Right now, we're at like anywhere from like $4,000 to $6,000 per month in take home. That's like our top line commissions that we bring home just from affiliate stuff, not including like YouTube ad revenue or like TikTok income. I'm a TikTok affiliate and like TikTok creator fund, as well as Facebook creator fund, whatever they call that. So we have like a lot of different little areas that are bringing in money. Because of those two things, too much inventory to have to hold and can't get rid of it fast enough. And then being sort of held by the throat by some of these brands because when they send their product, they want reviews like same day, next day. And I tell them that it's like a 5 to 7 day turnaround. And sometimes I honestly, like I don't even get them done that fast because there's so much. Sometimes they get frustrated and I hate that. I hate letting them down. I hate not being able to keep up with the demand. And so I've sort of dialed back my requests. I've honestly turned down a bunch of brands over the past couple of weeks, just trying to make sure that we can stay afloat with the reviews that still need to get done. And there are some things that, like, the first video you put out is not going to perform very well. That's just the fact of the matter. So you go back and you redo a video, and now this one performs better, and you might make 50, 100, 1,000. There's one video that I did. I made 2 videos of it. It's a little headlamp. I don't have it in here. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay, it's a little headlamp. The first video I did got like 6 clicks on it in a month and did nothing. I went and refilmed it. I don't even know how many clicks it's gotten, but the commission on it in the past 8 months is like $900 that one video has made. So for me having all this inventory, I literally can just never request inventory again and just re-record videos, re-film things. Who knows? They may take off. You never really know. All of this has pushed me down this thought process of, I want to have more of my time for myself. I had mentioned in a previous video that Amazon did unlock my account and has allowed me to become an Amazon seller again. And so I have this very, very unique situation, this unique position right now to pivot back to Amazon FBA, but not in selling books, not in like doing retail arbitrage, but more the private label side of things. So this is how it's worked. It's a little bit weird. I was trying to find something that I could sell. I'm very much an outdoors person. I love the outdoors niche. I love that. I love the hunting, the fishing, the camping, the hiking, the being outside, being in the woods, being in the fields, being exploring and traveling. Like, I love that stuff. That's my niche. So I thought, what can I sell? Went on Alibaba, started looking at everything, found a few items on there, specifically like duck calls, some, how would you say this, accessories for hunting, that sort of thing, accessories for fishing gear. And I was about to place a couple trial orders, and then all of the tariff stuff happened. And so shipments have been paused coming to the United States in many cases from overseas. Shipments have been, prices have gone up, have like tripled. There are certain things. This is something I had bought on Temu. This is a duck call. And this only cost me like a couple bucks whenever I got it. And I think they're like $5 or $6 now. So they've almost tripled in some cases for this duck call. This is not a bad duck call. I would sell this thing. However, I'm not going to pay triple the price, and like it's just eating into profit margins. So I thought, how can I make a duck call? I tried making a duck call out of wood. That is so tedious. It takes forever. I don't have a lathe. I don't have a bunch of the precision tools that you need. This is a very precise tool that you have to, or it takes precise tools to create something like this. Unless you have like a mold. Guess what? I don't have a mold for this, for the plastic or the acrylic or anything like that. So what else can I do? Started looking around. Well, one of the things that I had received months ago, maybe a year ago, was a 3D printer. It's a Creality V3, Ender 3 V3, entry-level 3D printer. And I thought, I wonder if I can 3D print a duck call. And so I had found some free files. I started messing with them. I started creating my own files. Came up with a duck call. And then I thought, this is pretty cool. Duck calls sell for anywhere from like $16 to $500 for like really, really bespoke duck calls by reputable names. But like an entry level, this thing costs you like 12 or 15 bucks. Nope, not bad. And then I thought, what could I do to make my product stand out? And I remember I had taken a Udemy course. I'll link it down below. It's a really good Udemy course. It is an affiliate link, so if you click on it, if you buy it, I'll get a couple bucks off of it. So this FBA, Amazon FBA course that I had bought on Udemy for like 15 bucks, they were like, you need to bundle stuff. If you can create a bundle, you're providing more value now than what the average salesperson is, or the average brand is providing on Amazon. So that's good. What can I do? Well, it only takes like in filament and electricity, it only takes about $1.89, I think is my duck call price. So I made 10 duck calls for $1.89 a piece. It's not bad. And it's made in America. So that's pretty cool. We can put that in the listing. Then I thought, what else can I do? So I thought, well, if you're hunting ducks, you're probably hunting geese. I've never hunted geese before, but I want to. And so I thought, what if I made a matching call that is for hunting geese, like a goose call? And so I started working on it, found a few mock-ups, tweaked them, made them my own, made some adjustments on things that I had found, and it works great. Like our goose call and our duck call sound like a duck and a goose, respectively, and they're incredible. And so I started printing these things out. Actually, just finished today. I need to put the goose calls together, but today shipping our first 10 boxes into Amazon FBA. I'm going to show you what I did with my boxes, and just to kind of give you like an idea of how it will look when it's all finished. Really bootstrapping it here. Where did I get the filament? Honestly, I didn't have the money for the filament. That was free product from the Amazon Influencer Program, Creator Connections. I had reached out to some brands. I was like, hey, I have a 3D printer. I would love to print something and then review your filament and make some videos about it. So I did that. Overall, got 4 different, 1 kilo? Yeah, 1 kilo, 4 different ones. So that's about 2 pounds. And I can make 20, I think, 20 duck calls and 20 goose calls off each one, roughly in that range. And so a lot of this stuff has just been happening for free in a way. And it brings me back to what I heard someone say a while, it might have been like Gary Vaynerchuk, where he said resourcefulness is more valuable or more important than resources. Like, we need resources, but really, if you have resourcefulness, you'll figure out how to get the resources. I wish I could have started out with a couple $1,000s. I didn't have a couple $1,000s, but we had stuff at our disposal that we could use in order to make this happen. So I'm going to take the camera over. I'll show you my duck calls. I'll show you one of my prototype goose calls. I don't have any of like the final goose calls put together yet. They're all in the print room, which is this dark room right here. It's where my printer is stored. And yeah, let me show you what we got. So these are our boxes. These are 68 cents a piece at Walmart. We found some cheaper options, but that's what we got. This big bulk of paper, I ran it through a paper shredder to make this nice fill paper. That's pretty cool. We got this whole bundle for free. It was a review product from Amazon Creator Connections. These are our duck calls right here, printed in satin filament. So it goes from black to green. You can adjust it how you want to keep it dark out in the swamps, in the woods, or whatever you have, and then you've got this nice kind of green on there. This is the goose call. This is this is a final product here. So you've got the branding on there. We're calling our brand the Wildlands. Trademark is pending currently, but so that's the goose call. Goose is a little bit taller than the duck call. Not bad. I also went on Canva free, and I used Canva to put together this insert. Also ran this through ChatGPT, and it gave me a bunch of tips and pointers. ChatGPT, the free version. And so we have that. Here's a bunch of prototypes. We've got these little inserts here, these little wedges, a bunch of prototype pieces that just didn't work out. We got some stuff I printed in gray that was not working. But overall, this is what we're working with. The main point of this video is that I just want to sort of document what we're doing here. Like, the Amazon FBA journey is like private label is officially beginning. I had looked into this years ago. I just never had the money. It normally takes $3,000 to $10,000 to start, and honestly, I don't have or especially $10,000 to start on this. I'm just doing it, like starting small. In the Bible, it does talk about don't forsake or don't despise your small beginnings. Don't despise having to start with just 10 items and send them off. And you know, all in all, I think we're maybe $5, $5.50 total cost for all of this to get it going. And my sale cost is going to be, I think we have it set at like $34.99 for the bundle. And we might adjust that. And I think we'll make $14 after everything's said and done. After cost of goods and everything's done, $14. So this little set of 10, that $14 will turn into $140. And then we'll just buy more boxes at a cheaper price. We have the paper. We'll buy more filament. We'll just keep going, and we'll just keep scaling it up. This video is just sort of to document that. We'll see where we go. It might flop in a few months. It might skyrocket in a few months. And then whenever we do have the few thousand, then we can actually place bigger bulk orders on things that, instead of taking, 12 hours to print 10 things, we could just ship 10,000 things, and it'll take a couple days to get it. And so that's the idea. If you want to see more of this, if you want to watch more, like the video, and it'll probably get recommended whenever I update. So day 1, Amazon FBA journey begins. Shipping out everything within the next 2 hours. That's the goal by noon today. Today's Friday, the 2nd of May. So May 2nd, 10 a.m. right now. shipping by 12. This is day one.